Alright, what's up guys, it's John, and it's been a full week since the return to WWE of Rob Van Dam. I'm going to talk about his week so far and what I think will happen for his future. Alright, so Money in the Bank, he was in the All-Star Money in the Bank match with, I'm going to try to get everyone, I probably won't, Christian, Randy Orton, Daniel Bryan. There's only two other guys now. See, I can't get at everyone. Sheamus and Punk. There we go. Alright, so he was in the All-Star Money in the Bank with those guys. And the start of the match, everyone looked at him, and then they all attacked him, and then he was out of the match for a little bit. Didn't quite do as much as you would think he did, as you would think he would have. He kind of screwed up doing a frog splash off the top of a ladder. He, just fell off and did a splash instead of a frog splash. But overall, I can't say he did a bad job. He did what he was supposed to do. On Raw, he had an amazing match with Chris Jericho. It was the main event, and Jericho's second to last match for a while. And I thought, who better for RVD to return to Raw against than Chris Jericho? One, for the fact that they're both great wrestlers and easily put on match of the night. And the fact that RVD has said he's on a Chris Jericho-like schedule. So, makes sense to me. It was a great match, and then afterwards Cena picked Daniel Bryan to face him at SummerSlam, which I thought was great. Then, didn't do anything on main event, which they're probably going to do his main event debut next week. Wouldn't surprise me at all. And on SmackDown, he just had a squash match against Darren Young. It was basically just a match to reintroduce RVD to SmackDown, show the newer fans who didn't watch Raw what Rob Van Dam is like. Can't say it was a bad match either, but it was nowhere near the level of RVD Jericho and Raw. What does the future hold for RVD? Well, he's probably going to be around until WrestleMania time, and then he'll take the time off that he gets on being on the Chris Jericho-like schedule. But SummerSlam, they don't have. It doesn't seem like they have a plan for him right now. What I could see happening is him being the one to take on Del Rio for the world title. He probably won't win. I'd like to see him put over Del Rio. Del Rio's been getting a lot better since his debut. I still don't really like him that much, but he is definitely a much better wrestler than he was in 2010, and for that, I respect him. So I'd like to see him put over Del Rio, and then Del Rio can lose the title to someone else and be like, yeah, I'm better than RVD because Del Rio beat RVD. Another thing I could see him doing is maybe, I don't know. There isn't much to do with RVD that isn't in the world title scene, honestly. I would have liked to see him have a series of matches against Jericho, but Jericho's last match for WWE for a while was on SmackDown. He's going on tour with Fozzy soon. I would have liked to see Jericho stay until at least SummerSlam, have his last match against RVD at SummerSlam. That would have been a great match. But now that Jericho is off to tour with Fozzy, there's not much to do with RVD. Either he's kept off the card, which wouldn't make RVD happy, it wouldn't make the fans happy, or he puts over Del Rio, which I don't think RVD was really didn't want to put people over in TNA. Which honestly, he's at the point in his career where he could start putting people over, but he's also one of those guys that should be champion again. I don't know. What I want to end up seeing for RVD is his last match for a little bit be against, or be at WrestleMania against a veteran but up and comer at the same time, like someone who's been in the business for a little while but isn't quite a main event level talent, like Cody Rhodes. Although he's probably going to get there with his feud against Sandow. Maybe he could face Curtis Axel. Maybe he could face, I don't know. I don't know who he would face. But his last match, until he takes his break, should be at WrestleMania. So, that's my 6-minute thoughts on RVD. Continue, people, to be one of a kind, just like Rob Van Dam. See you later. Talk to you later.